Hello, everyone. Another weekly episode of Wrestling Kingdom. I'm Dante Suave. This is my special guest, Tasha Jones.
Hi.
A lot happening in wrestling. I'm gonna have to eat some crow later. As always, me and you take turns being right about certain things, and there was a certain little something you were right about. We'll talk about it later because it happens. I'm sure you know which episode is going to pop up on. But with that, let's get started. We'll start with Clash in Paris. Starts off with Roman Reigns versus Reed. What was your take on the pay-per-view, and what was your take on that match?
Um, the pay-per-view was cool. And I like that match because I think Bronson Reed had a good showing. Yeah, I think he did good. He held his own against Roman Reigns.
Well, I
For
mean,
real.
for me, I was glad to. I wish it didn't come with him being hooked up with Seth and this whole vision thing.
Yeah.
But I have been wanting to see him get some type of shine like a while ago.
Yeah, I
So
know. And it's just
so
been it was just it's been like I'm so glad that people starting to really see what he can really do because he um I think he's, good at what he does. Um but I
yeah,
think he held his own.
yeah.
Um,
I was I was not shocked that Roman won, but the
Me
whole
either.
time, but the whole time I was like, okay, you got your shoes, go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
And they
like you got the win, go. Okay.
and they
Okay, you got to get Paul Heyman back. You got to get your
right.
shoes, go.
And
Leave
he
because
did not do that. No.
you hadn't seen Breaker, you hadn't seen Seth. So it's like, dude, let's go. What?
Yeah.
No, get in the car, go. But no,
But they did
oh
that because, he's doing that Street Fighter movie and um so
yeah, yeah, and plus he just he's one of the ones that gets time off. So it's
hmm hmm
um uh I remember back when that got you released.
yeah.
When you that was part of what they did to Johnny Nitro. That was part of what the issue was with Dolph Ziggler because
hmm
they wanted to be like The Rock, they wanted to be like Jericho, they wanted to do outside stuff, and there was only you had to be a veteran and on Vince's like top list to
Yeah.
be able to get away with um being able to do that. So
hmm
uh but yeah, definitely was not surprised that he won. Also wasn't surprised seeing that he was sticking out there so long that Braun Breaker ended up showing up and they ended up beating the brakes off of him. So
You're right.
uh so yeah, overall match was great. Everybody did their thing. It was nice to see him get his comeuppance on Paul. That takes us to the next match, which they had been teasing online that things were about to get ramped up for the Wyatt Six.
hmm
And that's when we started seeing, oh, hey, now they're hanging out in the background. Oh, hey, now they're now Uncle Howdy is actually walking up talking to people.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they definitely stuck to what they said they were gonna do, and they're ramping it up, although but the question is how how long and how much, are they gonna actually keep this going? Because
Mm-hmm.
as of right now, the way it's looking like this whole thing is a bust. It's a waste of time. Why are you doing it? Because you hardly see him.
Yeah.
It's like,
But I like the way they used him like backstage. It's like he's kind of picking up where Karrion Cross left off,
eh, yeah.
but it's just a little bit more I don't know.
But that match, obviously, it was like I don't care if I'm rooting for you or I'm rooting against you. I would prefer that there not be any outside interference, and there was a lot of outside interference. That helped them win, obviously. So I mean, match was cool.
Yeah.
Um,
But it also started to show the cracks in the Street Profits.
yeah, which I'm sure that's at the end of for the most part, that's probably what a lot of this is more geared toward. They're just using the Wyatt Six as the catalyst, as one of the catalysts, if you will. Becky, Nikki,
That was, and no disrespect to them, but that match was trash. It really was.
and and this is why as as much hype as Nikki gets, no. I just, I will never. She kind of reminds me of like some of the newer rappers that, everybody like gravitates to. And then when some people don't gravitate to them, they'll go, oh, you just hate, you just old.
Yeah.
No, no, it's just that ain't it. It's just, I'm sorry. It's, it's,
No, and I
it's,
don't know if it was on Becky to carry her, or if it's just that she just probably just need a little bit more practice. But I was like,
well, I mean, I feel like a lot of, especially the women's matches, they need to go kind of old school and
mm-hmm,
choreograph, literally get in the ring and choreograph. Don't just talk about what you want to do.
mm-hmm,
If you're there every week, okay, choreo maybe you don't have to do as much choreographing. But if you're not there every week,
yeah,
then that begs another conversation. And that's men
mm-hmm,
or women. But especially the women, because that shows up even in AEW. Because
yeah.
as good as a lot of their matches are, even the women, there are certain people that you put against each other, you can tell it just it ain't there. But yeah, so yeah, obviously Becky won. Shocker. Um,
Yeah.
that gets us to Rusev and Sheamus. I know, right? Rusev and Sheamus.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah, that recovered everything because
Yeah.
obviously
Yep.
Roman and Reed did great. Street
Yeah.
Profits and the Wyatts, at least for my taste, especially with all the outside interference, it was like
Yeah.
it was good.
The
And
that it, it,
Becky and
it had
them
a
could
lot.
have been first.
Yeah.
That one, which I always thought that. And again, obviously, it's hard to do what they do. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but there's certain people that you're at the beginning of the show. Period. It's like, yeah, fans like you. Great. If we bring you right out and and give you right to them, we can get that out of the way. All right, there you go. On with the show.
I mean, I'm thinking that if they did like the Roman Bronson first and then probably did the Becky Nikki match next, that probably would have been like, okay. But
Yeah,
mm,
I'm, and I kind of blame Vince for this because that's what Vince used to do. And then as he lost, as Triple H took over more and more creative control, it got mixed. But I'm totally good with, okay, out of all these matches, which one is everybody gonna want to see the least?
yeah,
You're first. It's like
right.
it's which I know probably would have upset Becky, but it's like, I'm sorry,
So
you're
yeah,
going to, it's not you, it's your opponent. It's your
yeah.
opponent. It's yeah, let's
And I kind of feel like that story wasn't told like it felt kind of rushed.
it was.
Yeah.
And that probably added to it, and that's the downside to having so many pay-per-views, having such huge, entertaining storylines. It's some of them to get them in, you're gonna have to rush them a bit because you only got so much time in the show, and
Hmm.
and with the way they rehash the biggest storylines, stuff like that is going to get lost. I don't care how big your organization is. I don't care how small your organization is. There has to be a, enough balance and organization and willingness for patience to really build like every storyline, and which is hard again because you only got so much time in the show, and then you got the ones that everybody loves, so you want to pump them throughout the show as much as possible, and then go from there. But
Hmm.
Rusev, I was actually I was on the fence to my reaction. It was like part of me was surprised that they didn't let Sheamus win, but then I thought about it. It's like Rusev is coming back. He's got this character, and in order for him to really get a push, then he had to win this match against Sheamus. Even though he's a heel, I do like Rusev's in ring.
Yeah.
So it
Do you think this run is better than his first run?
yes,
Hmm. I think
because
it's like
it
he more
focuses more on him.
yeah, he
When
matured more.
well, I don't really think it would have been that. Like his first run in ring wise, there's not really much difference,
Right.
but him not having his ex-wife there and everything really focuses on him. I think that's what makes this run better.
Hmm.
And if they do away from him, pick being like
Yeah.
the bully, like him going against anybody other than Otis. Other
Mm.
than Otis, I don't want to see him against anybody else in the Alpha Academy. I don't want to see him flexing against Max.
Oh yeah, 'cause the whole thing started when he was against Tozawa, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because Tozawa, I think, well, no, because he said something to Otis, and I can't remember if they had a match and he just demolished him or
Yeah, because Otis was injured after that, so I don't know. I remember.
yeah. So so bottom line, actually, you know what? I think they did have a match.
Hmm.
I don't think the match actually, I want to say the match didn't actually take place because Rusev attacked him before the match or something, before the bell rang or something.
Yeah.
Something
Oh
weird.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I think that's why Tozawa jumped in
Yeah,
inside.
he really got angry
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just looking at him getting angry. I'm like, Tozawa, I like you. No, this ain't it.
Right.
This is not this Rusev.
Right.
This Rusev, maybe if he was a face and you guys were a heel, they could try to make this interesting. The other way around, it's like, no, I already know I don't want to see this.
Hmm.
It's like this is going to be ugly. It's going to be painful, and it's just this is David versus Goliath the way everybody expects it to be, and that's just not no, that's not where it's at.
They are
So
not gonna get him on this stretcher. I'm
so
watching an old episode of Raw, and it's when Yokozuna got hurt his ankle, and
uh-huh.
they're trying to bring out the stretcher. And it's like, no, they got to put him on a forklift. They had to put him on a forklift to
Oh
get him
yeah,
out. But anyway, back to
yeah.
the
They do a Cena Paul recap.
that match was good. I liked
Well,
it.
well, I mean, I don't I don't di anybody that dislikes Paul for anything other than his mic work, you're insane. Because he gets in that ring and he does his thing. Whether you like the fact that he's getting in matches that we don't feel that he deserves because he just got in. He hasn't had to do the groundwork like others because of his status on social media. You have a point. Can't argue that. But what you cannot deny is that even compared to The Miz, there's nobody else that you can compare him to that caught on to the in-ring workings of how to be entertaining in a match that quickly. The Miz was definitely better than him when it came to the mic. Well, especially starting out, should I say.
Hmm.
Obviously Cena won,
Mm. Which
and
I figured. I thought that, I thought that Brock Lesnar would pop up, but mm,
I guess with them being outside the country, I, correct me if I'm wrong, he didn't go out of the country much, did he?
I don't
He
think
never,
so.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
he never did. Because even when they did that the thing for the troops, the only time he was on there was when they were in the States.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's true. Maybe early on in his career, but not lately.
Seth does an interview. They're expecting him to be upset that he has to go it alone. And then, as
Yeah,
usual, he lies.
yeah.
His mouth opens and he lies.
Mhm.
And my brain was scrambling trying to figure
I
out,
know. I was thinking like,
even
who's
though
gonna?
I had told you, even though I had told you it was coming, because from the moment she came back, every time you turned, it seemed like every time you turned around, she was mentioning her hot husband. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Oh, okay. I see the writing on this wall. Yeah, I see what's coming. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I was still scrambling because I didn't know for sure. I was still scrambling. My brain was scrambling like, who is it? Who's gonna come out? I know somebody's coming
Yeah,
out.
I thought it
Who
would
is it?
be Ethan Page, but I don't know. But
Yeah.
I gotta say, I was kind of surprised it was Becky because like the first time they did that, they said they didn't really like it. So,
Well, yeah. Especially with, okay, they got a baby now. And if they
hmm,
time it right, then everybody can take the time off around the same time. They'll be able to do stuff together and with the baby together. I wasn't totally shocked about it. Plus, like I said, it was like, okay, you doing way too much talking about him.
hmm.
Okay. I don't know if you trying to send some subliminal messages like link us up. We're
Yeah,
family. We got family things to do. Link us up.
yeah,
And it did add some spice. It now begs the question. Obviously, the Fatal Four Way was great.
hmm.
Could have been better had they not been fighting with each other to
I
get rid of
know.
Seth.
Yeah,
I mean, to get rid of Seth. This now begs the question. Because you heard what he said. He said he did not need the vision.
yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. That
They always say that they don't need. I don't
they
need him. But yet,
that can't sit well
with
with Paul.
Braun Breaker.
Either Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, that can't sit well with any of them, but
Mm-mm.
especially Paul.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Because
like, wait,
you left Roman for him.
right? You left Roman for him. You screwed Punk for him. And
Yeah.
you remember once upon a time, I kept saying the perfect setup would be for Paul to screw all of them. It would have been better had he done it during the triple threat match and came in with Brian Breaker and Bronson Reed. Would have been
Yeah.
better. Seeing that AOP is this is a spicy way to end division.
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna go on for a little bit?
They're gonna have to. I wouldn't be surprised if backstage politics says that it's gonna go on for a little bit, but I would keep an eye on Paul because the one thing that Paul does not like, especially if he takes a bullet for you, then he hears you utter the phrase that you don't need him.
Mm, mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, all right. Well, I mean, those that don't pay attention to history are doomed to repeat it. And
Right.
with that, but the main event match was great. Other than them, like I
Mhm.
said, fighting with each other on how to deal with Seth, and that ended up putting everything in position. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it happen. I'm like, okay, yeah, here comes something's coming because
I knew something was
because
coming. Yeah.
Punk's
It,
about to win, so something's coming. It's no, they're not gonna let this happen. They keep teasing it. They've teased you all kinds of ways, even let him literally win the belt just for Seth to screw him. So it's like, you know what?
hmm
I'm not even gonna let this part even fully entertain my brain. And
Yeah.
this is why I'm too much of a realist and I'm too much of a worst case scenario. So 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 that mixed with the fact that I've been watching wrestling for years, that's how I end up being so accurate. Like, yeah, man, no, no, no.
Mm,
Now sometimes they throw me a curveball, which again we'll get into that curveball later because there was something that me and you had talked about that I didn't think it was gonna happen, and I threw out some names, and
mm,
but yeah. Anyway, so on the Raw, Raw.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
between Raw and SmackDown, I would not be shocked if people are online trashing it because they're kind of going back to that old thing to where the storylines are so big that you end up doing more talking than wrestling.
Yeah.
So and the thing that kind of pointed that out to me was I'm sitting down here taking notes and I'm like, I'm taking a lot of notes, a lot of talking. It's like, okay, all right. Well,
Yeah. Raw.
Jay starts off.
I like a serious J.
It was different than the one that I was telling you about that I didn't take seriously. I kind of saw it was improved. I will give him that. It was improved because I felt like there's something in the inflection of the voice that I, just like with Naomi. I know Naomi can be heel because she was heel when it was her, Tamina, and Sasha.
Mm-hmm.
And the difference between that Naomi and the Naomi that they have being a heel now was when she's talking, it's like everything she was doing, it was like it was extra. She didn't it
Mm.
didn't feel like she was relaxed and just being herself.
Yeah.
It just that's why I had an issue with it. It's like especially that laugh. Ha 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 ha. Ha. What are we in a play right now? It's we in a play on Broadway. What are we doing? It
No.
so but anyway, Jay comes out. Oh, he wants to smoke with the Brown Bros. But LA Knight wants to smoke with him. Because if
Mm,
he, because the way he sees it, if Jay had to just listen to him, they could have took Seth out of the equation, and Becky wouldn't have mattered. And he has a point, although I'm sure Becky would have still come out and figured out a way.
yeah.
Um, so that brings out
Bonbons.
the Bron, and they're making sure that everybody points out, hey, y'all mad at us because of what we did to Roman, but y'all don't seem to be mad about what Roman did to Paul.
Yeah. He
Yep.
said Bronson said, yeah, no skeet or something he said. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, yo.
Right. Yeah. I noticed that too. And yeah, my brain went, no. Let's not say that ever again.
Yeah.
Especially with children present. Good Lord,
Hmm.
man. So yeah, they arrived at Globe. They set up a match later. Another one of those. Hey, these two are feuding. Let's get them in a tag match. Okay.
Hmm.
Then it moves on to EO and the Kabuki Warriors. Uh, for Christ's sake, let the heel turn happen. Get it over with.
They're trying to do a slow burn on them.
Right. But the problem with them doing a slow burn, somebody gonna mess around and get hurt, and then you ain't gonna be able to do it. Just rip off the band-aid. You know it's coming. There's a bunch of misunderstandings that even though they got cameras that she could always go that she could always go back and rewatch the show and see what actually happened so that they could be cool. Well, that's just not how life works, and they like to, even though it's a reality show and it, even though it could happen, it won't happen. So just rip off the band-aid. I want to see her go
Hmm.
heel, and they need to put a title that is not they need to put a title that is not the tag titles on Asuka, and they need to let her have a run. She
If
needs
not
to.
the world champion, she needs to do the IC.
I'm down for that. Her versus the
Because
man. Yeah, I'm all about that. Yeah,
you know, Oscar already always gave Becky a run for her money. So
but the one thing that I want them to do, since everybody gets that moment where they can rehash their old character,
hmm
they need to bring back NXT Asuka
yeah.
and just let her just dominate for a while. I know
Hmm.
from a mic standpoint, I know that that's got to be one of the reasons why they don't let let them run too long because they're
Hmm.
because the English ain't that great. Um, which to me is a load of BS, but whatever. When I'm running my own wrestling company, I can run it the way I want. So yeah, so Io comes out, she wishes them luck and offers her
Hmm.
services, and
We don't need your help. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
taking a jab at her, yeah, we
Yeah.
don't need your help. And Io was about to tell her something when she cut her off because and let her know that they needed to get out to the ring, and even yelled for
Kyrie.
Kyrie when she wanted to try to talk to her. Now, I feel bad for Kyrie because if she stands up for Asuka, it's gonna be a bad day at the office for her. But
Why?
you know, so they had to,
Why you think that?
huh?
Why you think that?
If they unleash heel Asuka,
Should they
I'm not gonna say that it won't
heal
be an
Kyrie?
entertaining match, but if they unleash dominant and make her heel Asuka, that's gonna be a bad day at the office.
Well, they
Kyrie is
unleash
gonna,
heal Kyrie.
huh?
Why
Huh?
don't they unleash heal Kyrie? Heal Kyrie.
The problem with unleashing heel Kyrie, that would be, this is gonna sound really disrespectful, but I gotta call a spade, and I'm calling it out. From a size standpoint, heel Kyrie would be like me watching heel Riho. Now,
She came back. What was that?
yeah, I know.
Was that
Yeah, I
on
know.
Rare View? But anyway, that's a whole another story.
We'll
I'm
talk
getting
about
off
that. But
topic.
yeah, I know. And that's why that was the perfect comparison. It's like, um that was like a perfect comparison idea. It's like, yeah, you can give me that. That don't
But
mean
you never know. She probably could pull it off.
well,
You
the
never know.
Kabuki Warriors were heels for a while, so I know she could pull it off. But I know she could pull it off in a tag team. I don't know if
I
you
mean,
could.
I know she can do. She can probably pull off being a heel, but I mean, like one of those sadistic heels, like Oscar. She can
Uh,
probably pull it off.
she maybe mic wise, but like size wise, she doesn't have the size to pull it off without it looking incredibly awkward.
And like I
But
said, you never know.
it's like if I'm watching a cartoon, okay, I can buy this. I could buy this. You can make the anything that ends up not looking right. You just go, it's a cartoon. That's the problem with doing stuff with real physical people. It doesn't it doesn't come off as convincingly,
I'm trying to think who is an incredibly.
especially the smaller the person is. Which
Would
that
you think that Mercedes Monet is probably about the same as her, same size as Kyrie?
she's taller, she's a little thicker, but she doesn't. You don't see her like you'll never see her take on Megan Bang. You notice that?
Touche, touche, touche.
It's like with everything Megan Bain's been doing, you should have been seeing her go after Mercedes, and yet she hasn't.
Touche.
And even in the WWE, yeah, you saw her go against Nia. You didn't see it too often. And
Mm-mm,
those matches,
mm-mm,
it if you were being honest with yourself, not everything that happened in those matches looked great. You obviously saw
mm-hmm.
like okay, there's definitely some acting going on here. You see her slap Nia across the chest, and Nia react like she getting hit by the Big Show. No, stop. No, no, just no, no. Her slapping Tamina like that, maybe. You you're not stretching it as much as when you put her in the ring against a, a girl the size of Nia Jax. You're definitely reaching to get me to believe like, oh yeah, she slapped her with enough power to really stun her. Yeah, stop.
Mm,
That's what I mean.
yeah.
And like I said, it's not being disrespectful. It's just that's the whole thing with Hogan and him and everybody
Mm,
believing when we were younger. Him and whoever he was in there
stop,
against
Elijah.
and our naiveness about the fact that it wasn't in fact real. That also played a part in it. But they were
Mm-hmm.
able to pull it off and make us believe that he was hawking up. Oh, he was hawking up, and he slammed Andre the Giant. Ah, and it's just and there are
Mm-hmm.
certain people, certain sizes, they can't pull that off. If they pull it off,
Yeah.
you're using more of your imagination and your belief in them, just like Daniel Bryan. There was a bunch of matches that Daniel Bryan was in. It was like. Didn't want to see him against Kane. I didn't want to see him against the Big Show. Him against The Rock was pushing
The
it.
one those matches good though.
Huh?
The those matches good though.
Those matches were good. Like I said, those matches were good because you were a fan of them. And I will actually give Big Show and Kane credit. They they made it as much as possible look believable. But for my taste, there were other matches that were way better. Like those don't even hold a candle to that he did in the WWE compared to those. If I had to rank them, they're basically at
Okay.
the bottom of the list. But yeah, so again, like I said, no disrespect. But the Kabuki Warriors won this time, and
Mm-hmm.
it's announced officially that it'll be Io versus Stephanie Vaquer at WrestlePalooza in Indy,
Mm-hmm.
which
That's
is
gonna
like, oh,
bang.
that's what she wanted to tell Asuka. Although probably wouldn't have been
Mm-hmm.
a good thing to tell Asuka.
Yeah, that match is gonna bang.
Oh, yeah, yeah, without a doubt. They're both high flyers. They both can do ground stuff. There's not too much of a size difference, mostly height than size. Height
Mm-hmm.
size than anything else. Next up, Dragon Lee versus Finn Balor.
I don't know why they don't have Dragon Lee on more.
Well, I want him in more one-on-one matches that I don't have to worry about
That's
there
what I
being
mean.
outside
The
interference. I don't,
LWO. Oh, yeah. Mm.
yeah, the LWO and him taking on a faction. I want him in more matches that don't involve, which I know is hard for them to do because they got practically
Judgment Day,
everybody. And
Judgment Day, or Judgment Day or LWO. Just have him one on one with, you know. But I'm also glad that he go to AAA too. To you know,
well,
do
yeah,
his thing over there. But
which they were gonna have to let him do with as much as going on in AEW. They don't want anybody else trying to leave because they see what other people are doing. So, and I think that plays something into it too, in terms of them progressing and allowing for that. Nikki, yeah. So
was
Nikki,
Nikki on it?
yeah,
Nikki?
Nikki, congratulated EO,
Oh
and
yeah, that's right. And then Oscar.
then
Okay,
that's
yeah, I
when
got it. I
Asuka
remember. I
walked
remember.
up, and she's like, "She's not your friend either." He petty. Oscar's petty as hell. Um, so in other words, I'm kind of starting to wonder, like, was her? This is, dare I say it? This is starting to sound kind of nationality territorialish. It's like she's not
Mm,
Asian. She's not your friend. It's like they're not American.
mm-hmm.
They're not your friend. It's like, wait, what are we doing? Careful, people.
Right.
Um, so
Hey,
so
but they teamed up with AJ Styles. Is that not their friend? It's good Kabuki Warrior. They teamed up with AJ Styles to take on the Judgment Day.
well, AJ is not interfering in the
I think it
friendship.
was the 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. I can answer that simply. AJ was not interfering in the friendship of EO and the Kabuki Warriors, so he's okay.
Mm. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
That if
Okay.
I can imagine that being the sentiment that was stated. It's like, oh well, he's not interfering in our friendship with EO. So he's
Mm-hmm.
okay. We'll
Yeah.
help him out.
Gotcha. All right. All right.
Um so
Yeah, okay. Okay. Cool.
Finn asked Dom where
I
he
stand
was.
corrected.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, BS, but yeah, BS, but that's how the world works. The world the world tends to work on BS. So in terms of them how they do their storylines, they do keep it real in a sense. So um Finn asked Dom where was he at during the match. Dom assures him that he was there in spirit.
Mm.
And Pierce advises Dom that JD and Ben are banned from ringside. So just to be nice and petty, Finn looks at
Finn
Dom.
was in the background giggling.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in the background giggling. Girl, back up.
yeah,
What is it?
and he taps down on the shoulder. Said, "Don't worry, we'll be there in spirit."
Shush.
Which it did matter. You knew
Hush.
that he had an insurance policy
Okay.
um
Right.
for his match.
He
So
he was smiling from ear to ear. He was smiling from ear to ear when he said
right. So next up is New Day and Waller and Penta and the
oh
returning
boy.
War Raiders. So
Hmm. I mean, yeah, they are returning from catering.
yeah, so oh man, in my taking notes, I forgot to write down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Penta and the War Raiders won, right? Didn't they win?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they won. They do everything that they do in this in the fashion that they do it. Surprisingly, chemistry wise, everybody seemed to work together fine, at least between Penta and the War Raiders. New Day and Waller.
Mm-hmm.
Waller, you know, I'm not sure why he is not. You don't have to like his character, but I'm not sure why he is not being a problem for the US title or the IC title. I don't get it since they brought him up.
Hmm.
I don't get
Hmm.
why he isn't being a
I don't
problem
know.
in that regard. Um to eventually work himself up to I don't know if they'll ever let him be a world champion because if I remember right, they didn't even let him
No,
get close to a sniff of the world championship on NXT. Um, I wonder if they would let him be Evolve
they
champion.
tried, but
I hate to demote him like that, but at least see if it would work at least. I mean, y'all clearly not letting him get anywhere near any singles titles just to have a match and lose the match, let alone have an opportunity to win. So what would it really hurt if he did go to Evolve and he became champion? It might hurt the growth of the people that are on that show. Um, and he obviously,
mm,
mic wise and wrestling wise, doesn't technically need to be there, but um they need to let him have a title, even if it means him going back to to NXT and getting some kind of title reign to like see how it would look something. Plus, that would put
hmm.
different faces in the mix. So that would put different faces in the mix and give people an opportunity. I mean, speaking of potential matches, why hasn't either one of them, either Austin Theory, try these matches on for size? Either Austin Theory or Grayson Waller versus Logan Paul.
Well, at the time, they were all like cool like that because they were heels. But I think when Austin Theory comes back from injury, he's gonna be babyface. So maybe that could be a potential match.
They could if they if they if they put a number one contendership on the line for the either the US or the IC, I think that match would work either way. Especially if you had heel Grayson versus heel Logan Paul. I think Waller would edge him. I think Waller would edge him out mic wise, but that match itself, that would be epic.
I'm not gonna sleep on Grayson. I said I know he could pull off a match. I
Well,
seen in the
yeah,
NXT.
well, yeah, but
So I'm never
and he's had some opportunities to show off a little bit since he got pushed up, but just not enough. Um,
yeah,
to me. Um,
yeah.
so
I noticed that when they are in NXT, like they let them do their thing, but once they get up to the main roster, it's like
yeah, yeah,
they kind of water them down a little bit, and I don't like
and
that because they did that with Carmelo Hayes.
well, if you notice, they kind of did it with everybody.
Yeah,
Like even during the Attitude Era, Stone Cold's wrestling,
Yeah.
um, Stone Cold was more he wrestled, but nine times out, but more than likely you were gonna see the same small move set that points you in the direction of the end of the match.
Mhm.
So whereas like when he was stunning Steve and he was in WCW, they had wrestling matches, and
Yeah.
if you weren't, if
Sort of like AEW
yeah, yeah,
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I said AEW is WCW 2.0. It's
Yeah.
it's you want wrestling, you go to AEW. If you want more of the entertainment side, the more of the storyline side, um, and
That's
not as much
WWE.
wrestling because of that,
Mhm.
that's WWE.
Mhm.
Um, Not to say that they don't
Gotcha.
have like obviously they have like people that can wrestle. They do.
Mhm.
It's just because of the whole storyline thing, you don't get as much of it. So then Asuka sees that Rhea's in an interview and decides to put her officially on notice that she
Yeah.
needs to stay away from Io. Um
Okay.
and which only gets under Rhea's skin, which makes her issue out a warning to Asuka
Mhm.
that she's starting to like overstep her bounds and she's ready to you know throw down. So,
Mhm.
which for me, the only reason I don't want to see it is because there's not a potential title match on the line.
Mhm.
Um, uh, Also Kyrie's potential interference could be a problem for me with that match. I would
Mhm.
want to see them go, no interference or anything. So AJ versus Dom. Dom obviously wins via outside in,
Interference. Yeah.
outside interference because of the new El Grande.
Oh.
I wonder how long Gable's gonna be gone. 'Cause,
Mhm.
and speaking of storylines that don't make sense, you notice they didn't explain that whole three El Grandes showing up.
I know. It just dropped it. Yeah.
It's like, nah, bro, no, that was three people. This this wasn't a cartoon where it was like illusioned. Like, no, that was
Yeah.
three separate, differently built people.
Yeah.
And
Uh, uh,
the one looked in shape, the other two looked like they could use some time in the gym with the first one, working
mhm.
out a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
but so yeah, Roxanne, uh, that match was cool. Could have been better without the outside interference, but I know without the outside interference, more than likely AJ wins, and they
Yeah.
need to keep the belt on Dom. Uh,
Plus, he's trying to get that triple A belt.
yeah, yeah. No, if I can't directly watch it, it doesn't catch my interest. That's my issue with
It's on YouTube.
that's my issue with Miss Monet. It's
You
like
can't. You don't watch it on YouTube.
I'm starting to, but
Mhm. That's where I watch it on YouTube.
like I gotta they just posted Death Before Dishonor and I gotta rewatch it because
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep on it. Um,
Yeah.
because I was
Those are
watching
long,
I was
long
yeah, I was
pay-per-views.
yeah, I watched it really late. Well, that's the thing. All the wrestling and that tends to make the match longer. And it's like, plus them trying to get so many matches in. You got the fact that that every match they have is like a extended like wrestling match showing off
Mhm.
people what people can do. And it's like if you got like 6, 7 matches, that makes for a long night.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So and plus you gotta put in caveats in between, stick some type of storyline in between and let the announcers give everybody a chance to like make sure that the ring is okay and cleaned out. And if they
Mm-hmm.
had a hardcore match, gotta clean everything up. And
Good. That
and
blood and stuff. Yeah.
right. So yeah. But Roxanne comes in to confront Pierce about her absence from the title picture, and
Mm-hmm.
um and Pierce lets her know that she gets the winner of now wait. He said something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He said if I'm not mistaken, he said if Rhea wins, she gets a title shot. Not whoever wins. He named he named one of them specifically. And I can't remember if he I mean no, he said if Io wins.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, so she don't get a shot if Stephanie wins? It's
Okay.
it's like it's like
Right.
why was it a only why does she only get a title shot if Io wins? I don't know if he didn't mean to say it that way or if he meant to say like the winner of you get the winner of EO and Stephanie, and he just left off Stephanie.
Yeah.
It was weird
Yeah.
because I was even playing it back in my head right after he said it. It was like, wait a minute, that don't sound
What?
right.
Like, what did you just say?
So then Lyra shows up with
Yeah.
questions because now she's gone from not concerned about Bailey to completely concerned about Bailey,
Yeah.
which means that
Like, baby gone crazy.
This this is this is the opportunity for Lyra to be the face and Bailey to be the heel and to go after Lyra.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. And then Judgment Day uh they kind of Roxanne kind of talks her way into ending up with a match against Lyra next week.
Mm-hmm.
And so those little parts where you see everybody and they're coming together and they're going back and forth and they're taking little jabs, they are entertaining and good filler to give the to give like everybody a chance to like not miss too much because oh, I need to go get some more beer or I need to go get something else to drink or I need some more popcorn or another hot dog or whatever or uh go see if the line is shrunk so that we could
Right.
get some
Mer-
merchandise.
Yeah.
Uh whatever the reason. Go see what the bathroom line looks like. But Rhea's talking to Punk when
Yeah. Because
Adam
he was waiting for Seth all night.
yeah. And somehow Seth got in the building without anybody knowing he let but I question this. What if he wasn't in the building?
He wasn't.
He wasn't in the building. He texts Adam that he was. Adam goes and tells Punk. That makes that makes Punk leave the back door so that he can come in.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that's exactly where my brain went. Like
Yeah.
wait,
You
he
left your
left.
post, bro.
He goes out to the ring and he starts talking. And
Mhm.
who should come out but Becky? And Becky comes out and she
Talks her trash and
Yeah, she
How to
talks.
pass on CM Punk's wife.
Yeah, yeah, and you know, she talks her smack or whatever, and and then she proceeds to, I'm sorry. I know it's not a good thing. He should have laid her out. I'm sorry. He
Yeah.
should have laid her out.
Hey, but we got the explanation on SmackDown.
No, 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 no,
So
no, 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 no. We know that, but no, there's there's exceptions to rules.
yeah, yeah.
I I always I now let me explain. When I was younger, I always adhered to that rule, unless if when you swung and hit me,
Shush. Yeah.
I felt like I got hit by my mom when she balled up her fist and hit me. I'm sorry. Uh-uh. That nope. Nope. Call me what you want. Nope. 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 We got to throw that. Um, you know, my mom was like 5'2" at the time, but you know, um, but that woman packs a wallop when she's angry.
Yeah.
So uh she even beat up her beat up her boyfriend one time when I was younger. We'll talk about that offline. That was a funny story. Uh
Yeah. Okay.
but but yeah, because I was under the assumption of you know, boys could always beat girls. Yeah, well, I found out different that day. But like I said, we'll talk about that offline. Um so NXT
Mm.
Jada Parker.
Hmm. I wonder why they keep letting her lose. They keep booking her to lose.
That's actually a good question because that has been kind of confusing to me too. But it's like,
And and don't get me wrong, I love Lash too, but at the same time, it's like, why do she keep losing her
right,
matches?
right. There's something going on. I want to question if there's something going on behind the scenes because, like, perfect example. You remember when Braun Breaker, not Braun Breaker,
Hold
Braun
on.
Strowman started losing and he lost
Yeah,
his title, and
yeah.
everybody was confused as hell. And then we found out it was because he had backstage heat. I don't know that that's what's going on with Jada Parker.
They do those. Well, I mean, I don't know if it's the same, but they do those TikTok videos and stuff, and they seem to all get along. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be optimistic. I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic and just say they have a bigger plan for her.
Yeah, but then there also comes that question of, okay, what is your plan? You kind of want to hear the plan because, like, okay, what are you thinking? Because if you're thinking something stupid, I need to know what you're thinking so I can let you know it's stupid so that you can start bringing her back to the upswing. And then unfortunately for her, there ain't enough belts to push everybody. So if they decide they want to push Lola, if Lola then caught fire with the fans more than her, that might also play a part in it.
Yeah.
But one thing I could definitely say about this match, not like great, especially
The Jada Lash match?
yeah, especially the ending. The ending was very awkward and weird. Um, she has a weird finishing move.
The hypnotic.
No,
Oh,
not
Lash.
Jada. Lash.
Lash. What's it called
Yeah,
again? Oh shoot. The
I don't know.
lash extension.
Yeah, very weird looking. Kind of kind of stretches you like around her back,
Yeah.
and then I yeah, weird. Plus, there was a couple of, I don't know if you noticed it, a few awkward moments between them that didn't exactly hit right.
Mm-hmm.
And then Blake and Ariana are talking smack about Jordan and who should come walking in the door,
Jordan.
instantly ready to kill Blake.
Yeah.
And then that gets her into a fight because she okay. I can understand you being mad that she pushed you, but you kind of got in the way. You, oh,
Yeah.
I don't. I feel like you shouldn't have as much energy if you specifically try to like intervene. It's like you see this person seeing red,
Yeah.
and they're seeing red, and it's not for you.
Get out the way.
So you try to intervene and go, hey, let's not do this here. And they so busy seeing red, they just push you out the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, um, it's like getting hit in the face. As much as Sammy could get mad for at Rusev for doing it, he wasn't trying to hit Sammy. He was trying to hit Sheamus, and unfortunately, Sammy's face got in the way because
Yeah.
he was trying to help keep them from fighting. It- so yeah, Callie Armstrong got mad and let Jordan know that she had
I
about
want to dance
enough.
with you.
Yeah, she had had about enough of the times that they had been around each other and what Jordan had done in that process.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that set up a match for later. Javon Evans shows up. He recounts the championship. He starts to point out, and this was another show that seemed to be a lot more talking than wrestling. And then eventually Josh Briggs is comes out. I guess they're trying to push Josh Briggs now.
Mm-hmm.
For all his talk about Javon, he had a title shot and lost too. I mean, I don't mind you painting the narrative, but I also need to make sure that your memory is on point. You had a title shot against Oba. You did not beat Oba either.
But he did take him to his limit.
I think a quicker question. I think a smaller list would be who hasn't taken him to his limit.
That's
Uh,
true.
so it's again. I don't mind you painting the narrative, but let's be honest. You you,
Yeah.
you had your shot too. You may not have had as many as Javon. I will.
Don't do
Yeah,
that.
I will grant you that. Javon has
Yeah.
had more. Okay. But bottom line, you had your shot. You had your one-on-one shot too. His other ones, most of his that he got, it wasn't one-on-one. It was usually part of a triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Let's be real with the details. But bottom line, Javon didn't see the writing on the wall. I sure did. So when he turned around and attacked Javon, I was none surprised. The way he did it was skillful, and just it was well mastered. It was done well. All right, so that brings us to the young lady with the name spelling change. I like how they changed the spelling of her name, but kept it the same pronunciation wise. Because if I'm not mistaken, Zaya Brookside, she used to spell it with an X.
I thought they did spell it with a X.
No, they changed it now. Now it's spelled with a Z. Unless the people that put the banners up with the
They
names.
misspelled it. I thought it was spelled with an X.
So here, let me see, because let's see if she's on the NXT roster. That
TNA.
she's on the TNA roster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know in TNA they spelled it with an X, and I also remember her being a part of the original NXT
Mm-hmm.
before they actually started when it was the development brand. All right. But yeah, they her versus the Poison Pixie, Candice
Mm-hmm.
LeRae. She before their match, she spoke on it, let her know that she was gonna beat Candice so that she could get the
Yeah.
speed
Championship.
championship. Then it moved to Hank and Tank. They're speaking to Oba and Ricky, trying to motivate them to
Hmm.
work together as a team. It was like, oh, okay, so
I was watching like when they were out there and Oprah was coming out and Hank and Tank was doing his little entrance dance. I was so weak.
yeah, that no, no, no,
I
no, no.
was like, oh my gosh.
Leave it to the professionals.
All right.
But
We'll give my A for effort.
yeah, Zaya Brookside, I did not think she was going to beat Candice. I was right. She did not beat Kansas.
Mhm.
That was a pretty good match. Then Josh Briggs enters the locker room, ends up making the rookies and Chase U upset. They
Mhm.
verbally get Andre Chase in a match that he
Yeah.
was not.
Happy about it. Yeah.
It's like, wow. Yeah, he needs some different hype man because they keep hyping him up to catch a beat down. Fatal Influence came in to talk to Ava
Mhm.
and inadvertently ended up in what is now going to be a triple threat tag team match.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on that? Are you excited for it? Are you more meh?
Yeah, man. But that don't mean that I wouldn't think it's entertaining, but it just you'll see.
Gotcha. Then Dark State. I will. Okay, my eyes have been opened when it comes to Dark State
Mm-hmm.
because I knew the one guy looked familiar.
The white guy,
No,
Dion Lennox.
Deion Lennox. No, not Deion Lennox. The guy that's usually talking, the light skinned dude. Uh,
Oh, the one with the Osiris.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he looked familiar, and then they started pointing out that he was on the show before. I'm like, okay, that's why you always look familiar to me, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But that was also because he got to the point where he had more backstage appearances than he did
Yeah.
matches, and which was to me was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because he didn't look like he was bad in the
That's the-
ring when he was in the ring, but it was like, okay, well, it's like out of everybody that's on the roster, we'll bring you in to appear backstage and get caught up in the stuff between Petrovic and the Adonis.
mm,
Get caught up in that hot mess uh
mm-hmm.
that ended up fizzling out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
he don't even work there anymore.
that's not shocking. They've done that to him so many times. It's something about his character because his in-ring stuff isn't bad.
Mm-mm.
It's his character's not being able to take off.
No, no.
So
Yeah, he could probably go there with AJ Francis now and you know do his thing over there.
yeah. So
The only one that works there now is B-Fab.
yeah.
That's insane. But okay.
And they even brought her back.
Yeah.
It's like they cut her a couple of times and kept bringing her back. Yeah, but they speak on what's made each member come together to be Dark State, and how in the main event their dominance was gonna continue, and
Hmm. Same old, same old.
yeah.
Oh, we forgot to talk about the Jimmy and Jay reunion again after he got beat up by Bron Bronze and he was like, he's like, I need you, I can't do it. That made me smile.
Well, it was the way everything was going. You knew that it was gonna have to happen. There was already rumors of it.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, you see in my background, I got my twins and my teddy bear.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So, which means that eventually. somehow, some way, he's going to. I got a feeling at the end of the day, by the time it gets to uh Survivor Series,
Mm,
I would not be surprised if it's Roman and if it's Roman, the Usos, and Jacob
mm-hmm,
versus the Vision. And then they'll have to come up with like a fourth person.
mm-hmm.
Which if I were
Um,
if I were to be a phenomenal guesser, I would not be shocked if it was Drew. Just because he never I don't remember if him and Roman ever finished officially.
they did.
Huh?
They did.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Which again, it's like people can say whatever they want about AEW, but if they're keeping it real, WWE does it too. They'll have stuff going in so many directions
Yeah.
that stuff gets lost, and it's like, hey, did they get finished with that or
Yeah,
what?
it just kind of just like with when Edge broke his neck and somebody attacked him and then they just kind of did like that. They just let it go.
Right.
So
Oh, okay. I hate to say it. I'm over Trick Williams.
not my trick, Willie.
Yeah, I'm over it. I feel like they're trying to make him mic wise like he's like really it, and that's not, and he's not. He's not at all.
Willie, not trick Willie.
Yeah, like I said, I hate to say it, but I'm like completely over what they're selling with him. Because like mic wise, he's just as much as they're like pushing him to the forefront and making him come off like he's like totally it, and he's like, no, actually, you're not. You're not as Mello was more it than he was.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, but I kind of think that Trick. That's just it's my opinion. I think Trick kind of surpassed him a little
How so?
because I think he's more charismatic, and he had more like the mic skills. Now, I will say that Carmelo has the in ring more the better in ring skills, but I think Trick is just more charismatic.
I think he's more charismatic and the point of his personality seems to uh gel with the audience.
Mm.
But I think that part right there is exactly why I'm over it because it's like while your personality, I get why people like you and the little catchphrase whoop that trick. I get that part, but his actual on mic skills are not better than Melo's to me.
Mm.
Yeah, this he shows up and I'm glad he stopped saying trick and A because I was tired of hearing it.
He still says it.
I must have missed it because I haven't heard it lately. I don't know if I'm
He
just
still says it.
I don't know if I'm missing it because I just don't want to hear it. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I just it's like from the first moment it was like trick and A. It's like what? No, come on, y'all could have done something better than that.
Yeah.
He speaks on his comments about being the greatest NXT, which he's
Mm.
not
We
even
all know who
close.
the greatest is.
Who would that be?
The greatest, AJ, Samoa Joe,
Okay,
Kurt
okay.
Angle.
I just had to check for names. Heck,
Yeah.
you could even
Kurt
possibly
Angle,
throw.
Abyss. So,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
hmm.
minute. Kurt?
Yeah,
Maybe. Oh, you must be talking about TNA.
yeah.
No, he was talking about NXT.
Oh, you're talking about NXT. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. He was talking about the greatest he was the greatest in
NXT.
NXT, and he's not.
Ooh,
That's Johnny
NXT.
Gargano,
Yep.
uh,
Tommaso, Adam
uh
Cole,
Adam
Mello.
Page,
Adam Page. He wasn't in TNA.
not Adam Page,
Finn, Finn
the little
Balor, Kevin Owens,
yeah.
Sami Zayn. Aleister Black.
What am I thinking about? I totally stuck my Adam Cole. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that's what I said. Adam Cole.
Yeah, yeah. Adam Cole, not Adam Page.
Okay,
Um,
did you notice that since they left WWE and went to AEW, they're kind of not seen as much?
well, because it didn't pan out the way they they don't have
I mean, even before Adam Cole got hurt,
there's
he
too
still
many.
wasn't seen as much.
Well, yeah, because I mean they got so many people that they trying to push and so many storylines, and then you got everybody, you got it, this whole thing between AEW and the WWE. Why do y'all have all these heels? Y'all got to have some face people.
Yeah.
You got to have some face people. You got too many heels. All of them want to be in a faction. Ain't none of them
Mhm.
facing each other. And it's like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, then just like once again, there was something that happened on AEW that could have been spicy, but they a certain person is doing what he can to avoid it. And I will talk about what part I'm talking about um when we get to that. But yeah, so Tricks talking smack. DIY
Yeah.
comes out,
Mhm.
points out how wrong he is, and then he kind of downplays what they're talking about, and he and they end up leaving him land.
He's the man in the middle.
That brings us to Ava making Javon promise that he won't interfere in Josh Briggs's match, and after he promises, she has him escorted from the building.
Yeah. Said he get a match. Don't he get a match like next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that takes us to Ava trying to make a match between All Ego and Tavion, and she had her own idea of what she wanted, of how she wanted to set it up, but All
Yeah.
Ego kept running his
He
mouth
kept talking.
and got the match that he didn't want.
Hmm.
What did you think of the Callie Armstrong Jordan Grace match?
I thought it was good. You know, it was good.
You think they trying to test the waters so that they can push,
Yeah.
see if they can push up Callie?
Yeah.
'Cause she's been making a lot of appearances here lately in the locker
Yeah.
room. So and okay, yeah. So I just wanted to make
I
sure
think
I would,
they doing a Kim test with her to see who she can mesh with and how her skills are. Because I've seen some of her stuff on Evolve, and I was like, okay,
that takes us to Jordan Grace winning, and I actually liked what
oh, she
happened
yeah, because she
after she
Blake
won.
Monroe came out. I want to keep
Yeah,
calling her Mariah May.
Blake Blake comes out
Like, bear
and
with me with that because I'm used to Mariah May.
well,
But
no, I mean it makes total sense.
it,
So yeah,
um,
I got no
yeah,
issues.
she was
I mean,
like,
you're not wrong. That would be
yeah,
like me if I'm talking about John Moxley and I call him Dean Ambrose. I mean, that
uh-huh,
was once his name. I mean,
yeah.
it's
I
not
know
my
I
fault.
can't even call Edge Cope. I gotta call him Edge because that's just like, sorry, but I met you when you was Edge. So
Yeah, I would actually like to know, seeing that he was Edge when he first got when since he left since he left the WWE, why did it all of a sudden go to Adam Copeland and then now it's
because
Cody?
they own the rights. WWE owns the name Edge. So
Well, I mean, you let him use it for that long. I mean, if Vince
he
was
took
still
his
there,
music
if Vince was still there, it would make sense to me. But and then you got to explain it though. How did Christian get to keep his?
because he put the cage on the end of it.
True. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Well, maybe he should call himself Edge Copeland.
Yeah, he said CNC, but
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Which
like,
that threw
what?
me off at first. I'm like, CNC, who the hell is
Yeah,
that?
that's what I was like. That's what I did the same thing. Like, who is? Oh, okay, I get it. But now I'm like, no, it's Edge and Christian. That's what it is. So
Blake Monroe comes out and a melee starts and
yeah, and then she
they
got her face started bleeding, and then she got all mad and blah blah blah.
yeah, this that oh come on now, let's be honest. She's gonna channel her inner Mariah May. We know how Mariah gets around blood.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's her blood. So it's
Yeah.
uh what do you think they're gonna do with Jordan Grace? Because I feel like this is gonna have her stuck in a rut like Jada.
Um, when she first signed, so of course this is rumor. She wasn't supposed to be in NXT for a long time. So, I don't know if they're gonna call her up or if they just gonna pull the trigger and let her get that title. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like you keep letting her get in contention for it, but you won't let her have it. Yeah, weird. So then they start Lola speaks about her
Hmm.
culture, not
Yeah,
only being a Latina woman, but also being from Miami, and the
yeah,
difference in being simply a Latina woman and mixing it with the and being from Miami. So, and apparently next week, everybody's going to get to know her father and why
yeah,
she is the way she is. So that was I kind of feel like that's probably going to lead up to like a title push. She's going to end up getting the title. They start letting you get to know
yeah.
her,
Because
like,
she
oh,
already, yeah, because she already the number one contender. So,
right, right. So now they gotta, oh, it's
hmm
oh, she's
I
an
know when
actual
they showed her
person.
sister, I was like, oh, look at her sister.
Yeah, and I was like, I was expecting to hear that that was her niece.
No.
Um, like that's her niece because mom, although not all, most Latinas have children older when they're older. So looking at her mom, I was thinking that was more. That's why I was thinking that she was more the niece than the little
Mhm.
sister. But meh, it is what
What
it
is
is.
that?
So, Andre Chase, Josh Briggs,
Ugh.
that
I'm not gonna even hold you. I went and took a shower and came
yeah,
back with
yeah,
that,
that
so I did.
yeah, that match. Andre Chase, me and Andre Chase had the reaction when his rookies talked him into that match for different reasons.
Yeah,
Um, he had it because he would have preferred not to fight Josh Briggs, and I had it. Actually, it was kind of for the same reasons, just the details are different. Um,
yeah,
I whereas he didn't want to see them fight. Um, I just didn't want to see the match because I knew how they were going to play it. I obviously Briggs mostly dominated, and
hmm,
yeah, it was boring. And of course, Briggs wins, and then when he has the opportunity just to walk away and get out of the match, nope. Why do that when you can
yeah. When I can
attack
beat
the
him up
rookies?
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, you can attack the rookies for even opening their mouth to you.
Hmm.
So, and then Trick sends a message to DIY, which now questions who's he gonna bring with him to take on DIY.
AJ Francis.
And then that brings us to the main event: Ricky Saints, Obafemi,
Hank and
Hank and
Tank.
Tank
Yeah,
versus Dark State.
you see how Oba did his the Ricky. I'm about to call him Ricky Starks. Ricky Saints. He did his little thing. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of pettiness going on.
Then they started fighting at the end, and then they were about to lose. Hank and Tank was about to lose, and then guess who pops up? Say his name, and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, he so technically I'd already seen the ending before I watched. I didn't realize that that was like the end of the show, but somebody had already posted it online, so I had already seen it.
Mm-hmm.
At least watching the match, I at least seen how it came to be.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah,
I
that
think
works.
when his TNA contract is up, that's where he going because he on there a lot.
Yeah, for sure. That next up was Dynamite. So
Mm-hmm.
Darby Allin is tired of getting jumped by the Death Riders. He goes after the last person to attack him.
Yo,
No, that's not who he went after.
that the last one was I not paying attention?
Oh,
It was you, right?
it was Gabe.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
My bad.
so he attacked Gabe and eventually Yuta did come out.
Mm-hmm.
So Yuta came out to try to help to his own detriment. He ended up punching a skateboard with
Some nails. There's some tacks in
yeah,
it.
with some tacks in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. So him and Gabe Kidd fight to the back. Uh, he avoids getting hit in the head with a hammer.
Yeah.
And then he pulls out some powder, pulls out a bag.
Yeah. Then he threw it in his face, right?
Yeah. He he throws the powder at Gabe's face. He grabs a rag and he knocks him out, quote
Yeah,
unquote.
with the chloroform. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he puts him in a
Body bag.
bag and drags him off.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is a
Yeah.
heck of a way to start a show.
Yeah.
The Monet versus Windsor, I was not shocked that she won.
Yeah.
I was not shocked that she won. It was a good match.
It was.
This whole thing with all the belts.
I know. It's like one of them got to come out, girl. Especially because you don't defend them like all the time. So.
Yeah, it's like that's got to be taken away from the brands and their the entertainment side of it because the championships is what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about working your way up to being the next champion. What's the
Right.
point of one person having the championships? The one thing I will give her on this run is that she's not in a faction.
Yeah.
I will give her that part of it. She is not in a faction. So the fact that she has all these belts has to be has to put her pretty high up there, if not at the top. It's like she's won all these belts and she's not in a faction, doesn't have anybody ride with her that I remember like interfering.
I mean, at first it was Camille, but now
Right.
Camille is
But Camille got hurt
gone.
and now she's
Yeah.
gone from existence. I don't even see her on the AEW roster.
Yeah.
So the question is was that their way of like whose decision was that? Because like I said, it's like I look at the women and now that I'm actually on here, do you see
Mm-hmm.
how big their roster is? And yet
Mm-hmm.
you don't see most of these people?
Half of the people on, yeah.
It's like I know where Thunder Rosa is. I don't know where Yuka Sakazaki is. Everybody on that row. I don't know where Serena Deeb is.
I
Don't
know.
don't know where
Is
Rebel
she on?
is.
Was she on Ring of Honor?
Who?
Serena D.
I don't know.
Um,
I'm
let
not
me
able to
see.
keep up with that one. So,
Yeah,
not sure.
They are showing Queen Aminata a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Red Velvet is on Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Ruby is probably still being a mom,
Yeah.
my guess.
She on maternity leave. Hmm.
Yeah, not sure where Ruby is. Madison Rain has only shown up. I've only seen her as a commentator.
Well, she's
Where-
also a like a trainer.
Mercedes Martinez comes and goes so
I
much that
I
it's
haven't seen
like
her in a minute. Stop.
I'm shocked that she's still on the roster.
Yeah,
Kara Hogan,
she
Karen
don't really
Jarrett.
go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Camille is still on the roster. She's next to Karen. I don't know how I missed her.
Huh.
Not sure.
I think that Kiera Hogan is on Ring of Honor because
You know what?
Diamante is on Ring of Honor, right?
Yeah. Yeah, now that I think about it, Kara Hogan. I
Yeah,
think I did
that's her.
when I
That's her.
started to watch when I started to watch Ring of Honor, I thought I heard them mention her name.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Um
her. That's her girlfriend. So I figured they were traveling together. So
and then Hikaru Shida showed up for like 2 seconds and then
yeah,
disappeared again. Um Deanna Purrazzo is on TNA, not TNA,
no
Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. Yeah,
Not sure where Britt Baker is.
I don't know. I think is she still on the active roster?
According to this, yeah.
I just seen her on social media, but I don't even know if she's. I don't know where she is. Her and Adam Cole broke up, and it was like goodbye. So
So yeah, but yeah, that match was great. Alex and Mercedes fight after the match, and
hmm
with Mercedes getting the upper hand, and then Rio comes in
yeah,
and does her superhero in a small body type things, and then she
hmm
picks up the TV belt and kind of dances with it as she looks at Mercedes, who's
hmm
outside the ring trying to figure out where she came from.
right.
Oh, one thing that I forgot to mention about the whole fight with Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd was the fact that as it was looking like Darby was about to be outnumbered, out came Hook.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But before Hook could hit the ring, the ops came out. Uh,
Uh, and
uh,
he just went to the back. Yeah,
but after everything with Riho and the match between Windsor and Mercedes, the ops were in the interview when they were interrupted by Hook, who told them that he doesn't need their help. Bottom line, he didn't appreciate being replaced so quickly.
yeah,
Which you kind of knew as soon as I saw Hobbs, I'm like, Hook ain't gonna be too happy about
yeah.
that. That's the traditional thing. It's always a, oh, you replaced me. It's like
Bro, you was filming a movie or TV show or whatever you was doing.
he was hurt.
But he was also filming like a TV show or something.
Yeah, we know that's why he got hurt, but quote unquote, that's why he quote unquote got hurt. And Joe acknowledged and told him he was completely right in his feelings.
Yeah,
But he did let him know that whether he wanted to help or not, if he needed it, Joe was going to come and help him.
yeah.
And
And
to
Hobbs
that
did too.
to that to that uh Hook just kind of glared at them both and left.
hmm
And that brings us to Ricochet addressing the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah,
Here's another situation where it kind of feels like the breakup is coming.
yeah. The breakup between Ricochet and Gates of Agony, or the breakup between Hurt Syndicate.
The Hurt Syndicate. I got a feeling that if they lose to Ricochet in the Gates of Agony, that things are gonna implode.
Well, Shelton got a match with Ricochet on the Wednesday's episode,
Yeah.
Dynamite Raw. And congratulations to MJF, he got married.
Oh.
hmm
Well, maybe that's why he changed a little bit, and then he was dealing with so much.
Yeah, he got married. I think Friday.
Nice.
You know,
Um,
so
Congratulations to Taz. He got inducted into the 2300 Arena Hall of Fame.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I I'm gonna try to do it this year, but I want an FTW belt. I don't care where I have to find it. I want it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I want a FTW belt. I want that one. I'm gonna try to have that one by the end of this year, and I want hopefully they still have Smoking Skulls because I want one.
Hmm.
But yeah, Mark Briscoe hits the ring and addresses the Don
Don
Callis
Callis family.
family and the fact that he wants to fight his opponent so he can make his way to Kyle Fletcher,
Hmm.
and that's when Don Callis comes out and lets him know that he'll be facing
Takeshita.
Takeshita, not Takeshita, whatever Mark Briscoe said.
Yeah. I was like, oh, Mark.
Right.
They showed his render, and I'm like, oh my God, if he do not look like Jay.
Oh yeah.
I like,
Yeah.
I know they brothers, but my God.
There are some subtle differences, but yeah, you can tell they're related.
Hmm.
Briscoe decided that while it was cool that he had a match for Saturday, he said he wanted a match tonight. So he ended up with
He said, I got my fighting britches on. I'm like,
yeah.
what?
And so he ends up with a match against it was supposed to be Rocky Romero, but
Yeah,
Rocky Romero was overruled by one Lance Archer.
yeah.
So Briscoe won.
Hmm.
Tony Storm addressed the Philadelphia fans, and she did it as only Tony Storm could do it.
Yeah. He
And
liked to
then
do
uh,
it.
and then Harley Cameron and Chris Statlander addressed everything, and then Yuta walks up to tell her that the Death Riders have her back. Harley Cameron almost got herself in a real bad spot with Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
And then Chris Statlander decided to tell him, like, hey, okay, got the message. Why are you still here?
Right.
It's like so then that made him grab Marina and get out of Dodge. If they're lovers, just put it out there and get it over with. This whole awkward
Who?
classroom thing they got going on is like, meh. All right.
Who?
Yuta and Chris Statlander.
Oh, I'm about to say like not Marina because she married to Roderick Strong.
Yeah. That brings us to Claudio and Yuta taking on Brant Brodito.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, Brodito and company won. Marina and Moxley tried to help them beat them, but in comes Darby.
The bane of his existence.
Yeah. Later on, there was something that happened with Moxley.
They are trying to recruit Danny Garcia.
Yeah, that's becoming obvious too.
Hmm.
But okay, what's the point? If you bring him in, who you getting rid of?
Hmm. Huh? A pack.
Uh, you can do that. Uh,
Because he's not even there. I mean, is he
true.
injured?
I know he got injured.
Hmm.
Who injured him? Somebody injured him.
Oh, I cannot remember. Oh my gosh. Wasn't it during the when he was feuding with Danielson? I'm trying to think of who it was though.
I thought it was when he was feuding with Cow. No, he was feuding with Cowboy.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah, yeah, he was feuding with Cowboy. Because remember,
it wasn't
whoever.
Osprey.
Yeah. They injured Osprey first, which pissed off
Mhm.
Cowboy. So then
Yeah.
he went after Pac first, and then he got Claudio next.
Yeah.
Either Claudio or Yuta. He got one
Yeah.
of them two next.
That makes sense.
Okay, so a con. Okay, okay. You know what? I actually like this because I got a real suspicion that Takeshita is not going to be with the Don Callis
I
family.
know. Yeah, I see
Um,
that too. Yep, I see that
And
too.
Okada's in the interview, and he lets it be known that he, not Takeshita, is the alpha in the Don Callis family.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna come to a head.
Because you see what he did. Well, we ain't got to it yet, but you see what he did Saturday.
Yeah. It's like then the Hurt Syndicate addresses Ricochet. If it was somebody other than MVP, I could be invested. If somebody else was like the third person, I could definitely be invested fully in a Hurt Syndicate versus Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. For the most part, he's been a manager the whole time.
Hmm.
So unless they're about to bring somebody to his side that nobody's gonna see coming, yeah, I don't. Who do you who could he actually go with that you're gonna convince me is gonna make the match watchable? Because he barely wrestles ever. And last I checked, he was walking around with a cane.
I think that's for sure.
Well, he was doing it in WWE too, like he was hurt.
Yeah, I think that was the premise of it, but then he just started doing it for show. But I'm trying to think. I can't even think of nobody.
Because they got so many people wrapped up in other stuff. Like this whole thing with Don Callis, it's like, dude, let somebody go.
Yeah,
They got people wrapped up in the Sean,
the Shane Taylor promotion.
yeah, Shane Taylor Promotions. Yeah, that's it. They
I
got,
mean, they could still use them because they still, do their own thing.
yeah, that's not gonna fly with Shane Taylor.
They use Shane Taylor.
Huh?
They use Shane Taylor.
Well, I mean, that's his faction. Everybody's in the faction, and it definitely can't be the one holding the belt because he wouldn't be holding the belt if it wasn't for Shane Taylor and everybody else in the clique. So
Yeah,
so so it's like
yeah,
he can't leave.
right.
And more than likely, the Hurt Syndicate is only going to accept the person coming in if it's one, if it's a brother, two, if they understand that it's about hurting people as well as getting championships. So is no I in team, but to quote Kobe, what he said to Shaq when Shaq told him there was no I in team, and like, yeah, but there is me.
Yeah. Yep.
God, that's great. Uh, so Cope hits the ring when FTR decides to pull a surprise sneak attack,
Mm,
which brings out Christian and they all
Christian,
brawl
and then they
and
got a match and blah blah blah.
and Stokely playing hard delivers a threat to Cope and Christian while also setting up a match for Saturday between some new blood.
Yeah, Adam
Adam
Priest. He
Priest
started. He
got
started
on the
fighting
wrong
them.
side of FTR, so they
Yeah,
so
started fighting them, and then
and he's
uh,
sitting up here trying to apologize. It's like, look, man, I
yeah,
didn't I don't want no smoke. Okay, no, I don't want no smoke, but y'all being disrespectful at this point. It's,
yeah,
so that leads us to Hangman, Kenny Omega, and Jet Speed versus the Young
mhm.
Bucks, Kyle Fletcher, Josh Alexander.
Why they put them guys again? Oh my
Right?
god, I laughed so
Yes.
hard when I saw that.
Yes. 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 But the announcer made sure that he wasn't going to catch another kick to the face. He
Yeah,
said what their actual name was.
yeah,
So he don't want to get kicked in the face again.
yeah. That was funny.
Obviously, the Bucks and Kyle Fletcher and Josh Alexander win. Then a melee ensues,
Hmm.
and first they hurt Omega, then they hurt Hangman.
Yeah,
Well, first they hurt Hangman, then they made him watch as they hurt Omega. So
yeah,
No offense to him and his stomach issue. I need somebody in there that ain't so easy to hurt and put out for a while.
Hmm.
Fighting
Well,
with
he
him,
probably any filming the Street Fighter movie too.
not sure.
Yeah, I think he's filming the Street Fighter movie. It's gonna be Cody, Roman, him. I don't know who else. So
Yeah.
that's probably something to just write him off for right now.
Yeah. So,
He must have had diverticulitis real bad because my mom has it and she didn't have to get her intestines removed.
unfortunately, there's a question of did he let it go on so long to
Yeah,
where it got so bad that that's why it happened.
yeah. I
Um,
think that's probably what it is.
so whether it was he didn't know what it was and he was just trying to not miss showtime, and by the
Hmm.
time he actually took time to figure it out, it was
Yeah,
too
it was already
long.
bad.
All right, that brings us to AEW. Almost done. Yeah. Start off the mat. God, AEW, they gotta have they gotta start having some sucky matches, especially starting off the show. I hate to say it like that, but
Hmm.
it's like good grief, man. Y'all, the one thing that that people, if they're honest, cannot deny. They know how to start off the show. They start off the show, whoever's in that match, they wrestle their
Hmm.
hearts out.
Yeah.
And obviously Moxley wins again to the chagrin of Daniel Garcia.
Hmm.
And he grabs a mic and basically announces that he's contemplating quitting.
Yeah. Because that's gonna happen.
Then he almost decided that he was going to do something to the cameraman because he wanted the cameraman to stop following him.
Hmm.
So cameraman was smart. He was like, okay, as I always say, God created the guy who invented his own lens for a reason. Some you mostly have to use it in animal situations. Sometimes you have to do it on humans. You want to do your job? Hit the zone button, bro. Hit the zone button. Get as much
Hmm.
with the zone, and you know, another excellent match. Oh, God, I know you're happy about this part,
But
especially the part, especially what happened at the end.
mm,
Big Bill is there with Brian Keith, and he's expressing himself. And by the end of it, he does something that is rather insane. He decides that he's going to call out Eddie Kingston.
my Eddie, he's coming back.
Yeah, as soon as he called out Eddie Kingston, I did immediately think of you.
Yes, that's my
Um,
Eddie.
I'm like, oh well, she's gonna be happy.
Oh yeah, I was like,
FTR, as we said from the previous show, I skipped over a show. How come you didn't catch me?
oh,
Um,
I don't know.
we're fine. We're rolling. Um, so FTR takes on Adam Priest. He found him a tag team partner, Tommy Billington.
Mhm.
Match was pretty good. They for the most part got the floor mopped with them, and FTR at the end of the day won.
Mhm. Mhm.
Stokely sends another warning to Edge and Christian ahead of All In.
Mhm.
My God. All right.
Mhm.
The Outrunners
Oh, they teaming up with Don
out
Scapa.
out in the jungle again, and now they are about to team up with Dalton Castle and the Boys. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I think that's gonna be some hilarious stuff.
What could that? What are they possibly gonna call that faction?
I don't know.
Do I even want to know? Will it be appropriate for television?
Right. They call him the peacock, so let me see.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't even know.
John Moxley pops up
Hmm.
and starts spitting some truth.
That was a good promo.
He pointed out some truths and some
Yeah.
realities. And it got very deep and kind of went. Like it actually got, it kind of felt like real, like a mic drop moment.
Mm-hmm.
And he was basically pointing out that for everything he's done, he's not really that much more impressive
Than
than,
anybody else.
than anybody else. And that's what he's trying to get everybody to understand.
Yeah.
And, you sit there, you go, I mean, it's like you're doing it in a heelish way. That's a big part of the reason why it's not coming off the people
Mm-hmm.
right. Is what you're doing to try to push your point home, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely love the promo.
Yeah.
He asked some very valid questions, and then at the end of it, he's finally had enough of Darby Allin, and he finally
Mm-hmm.
accepted his match for All Out.
Yeah.
Then we had Megan Bayne and the Trio of Madness
Mm-hmm.
versus Mina and Tony and Harley and Chris Statlander. Another good match. Another great match.
Yeah.
And Mina and Tony and Harley and Crystal all lost. And at the end of it, the Trio of Madness had their way with Tony Storm
Mm-hmm.
and Mina. So, which brought in Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter comes in, saves the day. Tekla shook. On top of the fact, well, she was shook, but she still wanted to fight.
Mm-hmm.
But Julia and Sky Blue were like, "Yeah, about that. Not
Right.
um,
Let's
not now." It's like,
not and say we did.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So Jamie, knowing her relationship between her and Tony, tries to be subtle to reach a hand out. Tony not realizing whose hand she's grabbing
Mm-hmm.
until she fully stands up. And then she's like, "Whoa, what are you doing here? What do you want? I have a title. Do you want my title?"
Yeah.
And Jamie's like, no, I was just trying to help you. Although I do understand why you don't trust me right now." Um, and that made Tony flip out and
Mm-hmm.
make her own fatal four way.
Yeah.
With her, was it her, Mina, Jamie, and Tekla, or her, Alex Windsor, Jamie, and Tekla? I remember her pointing at four people, and I'm not even sure who from the trio of men,
I gotta rewatch it because I'm not really sure either.
especially when she pointed out because there was three of them standing there. So who
Hmm.
who
I don't know if it's Statlander. I don't know. I gotta rewatch it.
oh yeah, that's who it was. It wasn't Windsor and it wasn't Mina. It was Statlander.
Mm-hmm.
Her, Statlander, Jamie, and then the question is which one of the three from the trio of madness was she pointing at?
Yeah.
Um,
It'll probably more than likely be Tekla or Julia.
yeah. Then Ace Austin cut a promo
Yeah.
like we spoke. I like the guy. It's pretty good. Definitely would like to see more of him, but the question is how are they going to pull it off? Who are they going to
Mm-hmm.
have him in matches with? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
his first match was great.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings us to the Bang Bang Gang, or the
Mm-hmm.
what's left of it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is your premise, that whole thing? Are you thinking that they're about to create something different? Just the two of them and whoever else? Or do you think that this is all a setup to make Big Bill and Brian think that they're tucking their tail between their legs, and then the next thing you know, everybody from the Bang Bang gang is gonna come back for vengeance on
Hmm.
any and everybody. Because
Good.
we know the Sling Blade owes people too. So
That's a
Monet,
good question.
Monet addresses Rio coming back and challenged her to a tag team match with her and Windsor versus her and Rio's mentor Sakura, Amy Sakura.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
saw that too.
Kyle Fletcher looking like he's extremely sunburnt. Um,
I know. I noticed that too. I was like, "What is wrong with his eyes?" Like,
he looked like he was extremely sunburnt, or like he was doing his best G.I. Joe Zartan impression and trying to match his outfit.
mm-hmm. And
Uh,
they kept saying, "Put some socks on."
right? Do you think the crowd has too much freedom with their banter?
Yes,
It's got to the point where certain shows, the censor people don't even try to fight it.
I know.
AEW still tries as much as they can, but it just it's that part is hilarious. Is just it where everything is going. It's like now the wrestlers themselves can't say what the crowd says,
Right. I mean,
but
they. I guess
but,
they
but
can try to control them as much as they can, but it is kind of distracting when you're trying to really hear what they're trying to say.
so he comes out. Don Callis gives respect to both his guys, and then Fletcher lets it be known. Josh Allen addresses Cowboy. And then Josh Alexander,
Yeah, they
Josh
supposed to have a
Allen.
match on Dynamite, right?
Yeah. And then
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Fletcher lets it be known that let Briscoe know he's not getting anywhere near his title and lets Cowboy know that he needs to have his head on the swivel because
Mm-hmm. Because he wants two belts,
he
two
wants the
belts
title.
tied.
Now, that would beg a question. Is that going to create some turmoil within the Don Callis family also? Because I would be surprised.
I think so because Okada is
Yeah,
ego is up to there. So
Okada and Takeshita,
and Takeshita.
those two alone, let alone I I know they kind of went away from Lance Archer trying to get the title, but him being with Don
Hmm.
Callis and him saying that the belt is coming back to the Don Callis family, he didn't specifically say who.
You're
He
right.
and he didn't even say he cared who. He said he just wants it back and
Get back in Don Callis family. Yeah.
I could see some major sibling rivalry coming if
Hmm.
he ends up with that belt.
Hmm.
So, not to mention what his ego would be like and if he would be dumb enough to cross Don. I could see it. His ego has got big enough. Uh,
I know he the G1 winner.
yeah, that brings us to this hot mess that is the undisputed conglomeration or whatever it is that
Hmm.
Roderick is not happy to be involved in.
Hmm.
He finally lets his feelings be known and then he leaves. Kyle reacts in a way trying to downplay it.
It was so weird.
Yeah,
Like awkward.
right. That brings us to one Anthony Bowens. He's in an interview, still riding his pedestal of I hate Max Caster.
Yeah, but you want to be involved in him and attack him and stuff. Sure.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's starting to get attention that Bowens
He
thought
wants. Yeah, he
should have been
wants.
his.
Hmm.
While he's doing his interview and his attitude is coming out, legend
Jerry Lynn.
Jerry Lynn comes out, tells him that his problems that he's having, he needs to take a look in the mirror. Basically, that his problems are actually closer to home within himself than it is anywhere else, whether that be with Billy Gunn or Max Caster. And then he walks
Mm-hmm.
off. And then because of the respect that he has for Jerry Lynn, the only thing he could do was just kind of,
Walk away.
yeah. And that brings us to Takeshita and Mark Briscoe.
Hmm.
Obviously, Mark Briscoe won. I mean, no, sorry.
To catch the
Briscoe
one,
did
the
not win.
interference
Takeshita
by
won.
MJF.
Yeah, MJF reared his ugly head.
He said, you gonna take this and kicking like a man. That's what Bark was like, we ain't doing this.
Right. So he challenged him at All Out.
Right. And he
But
said he
if I'm
gonna,
not mistaken, didn't he tell MJF that he could pick the stipulation?
MJF told him he could pick the stipulation.
Gotcha.
Said that he got a lot of stuff going in his head, so he'll let him know.
Okay. And that's how that show ended, and that brings us to the show I skipped over, which how I could skip over this show. Luckily, I had it laying within my eyesight, and
Mm-hmm.
it was staring at me, and I'm like, what's that still doing? Oh, okay. They do a Punk Rollins recap,
Yeah.
then John Cena comes out.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure the end is near.
Yes, that is his last SmackDown appearance.
And he just the love that he was getting from Chicago, he made sure to let them know that he appreciated it. He loved the ambiance, whether it was good or bad. He loved it,
Mm-hmm.
despite what he said in script and stuff like that. And
Mm-hmm.
so so that was nice. A little too mushy, but it was nice. So all of a sudden Sammy comes out.
And he got booed. I was like, what?
Well, yeah, don't be interrupting John Cena. You know what
Like,
I
what's up
think
with
though?
that?
You know what I think though?
Hmm.
I think that they were thinking he was gonna come out and turn heel.
I
Well, think about it. It's like you're having this moment with John Cena, and how does it usually happen? It's like you got a person out there pouring their heart out, and then all of a sudden somebody comes out, and you're expecting it to be a friendly banter, and they go total heel on. So I can I gotta get why they started booing like, oh, no, not here, not now, no. Like, like you are not doing this in our
Lesnar
last time
decides
with John Cena. It's like,
that.
so, so yeah, so and it turned out that that's not what Sammy was doing. He came out, he gave him his accolades, and even decided to give him some shine and offer him after asking his permission to bring back the U.S. Open Challenge.
Hmm.
He then gave Cena the first opportunity.
Yeah.
And that takes us into the match. The match was great. It was going well. And then the music hit.
Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun.
now begs the
Mm.
question, is WrestlePalooza it?
Yeah. He already challenged him.
Well, okay. So, which I was kind of thinking that because he started showing up on more and more shows, and I knew he didn't have that many left. And I'm like,
Brock Lesnar already challenged him. They already made it official.
yeah. I knew about that part, but I was just trying to make sure that like numbers episodes wise that I was correct in the fact
Yeah,
that WrestlePalooza would have to be it because other than that,
that is his
the whole
last.
thing isn't going to make sense.
I think
So
that's his last pay-per-view, maybe. But the next show he appears on it will be Raw, and then his last match will be in December, at Saturday Night's Main Event.
gotcha. All right. Well, yeah.
I don't know if he's doing Survivor Series, but
After after everything got cleaned up, he was notified that Lesnar challenged him at WrestlePalooza. So that's where Mello comes in. He's talking to Aldis. He's trying to get a match against Sammy.
yeah.
Miz comes
Mhm.
in
Like, oh my gosh,
and
a tag title.
gets them a tag title match, which Mello doesn't want.
Hmm.
But as Mello is trying to further protest, he's stopped by the Miz because a vehicle pulled up. And it was Becky,
Becky.
which off and on all night leading up to that, it was like everybody already knew
Mm-hmm.
because they kept screaming a name.
AJ, yeah,
And
turn it down.
uh
Mm-hmm.
Aleister Black addressed Priest, and then they had their match.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'm not if you fool your opponent without a low blow or a thumb to the eye or anything like that, and you win the match, I got to give you your kudos. He used the ref as a diversion,
Yep.
and then he
Hit him
caught
with
him,
the black mass. Yep.
had him convulsing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was an interview with Tiffy,
Mm-hmm.
and Tiffy is downplaying anything dealing with Jade. She's not worried
Right.
about Jade.
Of course
Um,
she is.
well, according to her, she ain't worried about Jade. She done already beat Jade, so she's not. As far as she's concerned, Jade can keep running her mouth
Yeah.
as long as she is still holding the title. That's all that matters. And then that bounces everything over to Nia and Jade, who are also trading
Mm-hmm.
barbs. And
Mm-hmm.
to the point to where Jade warns Nia, like, okay, all right, let's keep this a buck at this point, because we doing all this going back and forth, but if you don't bounce about out my face, we could fight tonight. And
Right.
left. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about this match, which was good, but I have a problem with it.
Okay. Okay.
Julia and Mia Yim.
Oh Lord.
Obviously, Julia won.
Yeah.
The match worked. Everything was cool. My question is this: if Julia didn't need a manager before she got to the main roster, why does she need Kiana James?
Because Tiana needs something to do.
Kiana needs something to do, and do you think that this is going to lead to a potential double cross
Yeah.
so that she gets the title when she's quote unquote feeling better? Because I noticed that brace on her leg, which has to be awkward trying to straddle somebody with that thing on your leg and you're wearing a business dress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, if you're Mia Yim, it's yeah, visually that had to have gotten awkward. But anyway, that brings us to, you know what? I actually liked this. The chemistry was better. It felt like everything connected better. Charlotte did act a little weird, but it still worked overall.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes to Charlotte. Charlotte's sitting in the medical room or whatever they call it. And she's waiting to see if she's been cleared when Alexa walks up with Lily, letting Charlotte know that her and Lily would be the one, checking her out.
Yeah.
Charlotte doesn't like the idea, but, it is what it is, right? But like I said, the whole banter between her and Alexa seemed to be better, seemed to flow better.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte was acting a little bit pouty, weird pouty, like 2 year old pouty, but
Yeah.
again, it still worked.
Right.
Um, and then although Charlotte was left at the end, just her and Lily, after Alexa told her, just not now. You rest up. We'll bide our time. And which Charlotte's never been one to do anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
She's more of a if I can walk, I'm going to try to kick somebody's butt,
Right.
which is not always the smartest idea. Then
Yeah.
Then, to the delight of the universe, whose music should hit? Seth's. But Seth doesn't come down to the ring. He kind of sits up in the
Skybox.
skybox, calls for the death of CM Punk,
Hmm.
and introduces his wife.
Yes.
So again, I ask this question. Is that the end of the vision? Because you notice, once again, it was only Seth and Becky.
Yep. Yep.
There was no Bronson Break, no Bronson Reed. There was no Braun Breaker.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
They supposed to be fighting the Usos.
CM Punk goes to the ring. He confronts Seth and Becky.
Hmm.
I'm sorry. There's no way. Stupid allergies during the weather
Yeah.
change. He confronts them both. I'm sorry. Even if I'm champion, I could not have no dude telling me I'm hiding behind my wife. That would be another reason for me to break away from everybody. I'm like, okay, no, I don't let this go too far. This dude actually can does not believe that I can actually stomp a mud hole through his head.
Hmm.
Everybody get out the way. Let me do my thing. Let me do what
Hmm.
I do. It's like I don't want nobody at ringside. I don't want no excuses. I'm about
Yep.
I'm about to leave my footprint in all over his head.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's alive afterwards. It's not a requirement on my end. Like even me hearing Punk kept saying it, I'm like, dude, no, no, that's not in the land of man. You don't want to be seen as a dude hiding behind, not behind your mom, not behind your sister, your aunts, your wife, your girlfriend. No, no, no. You get a little pass if you get a little pass, not much of one. You get a little pass if you hide behind your boys. Yeah, yeah. You hide behind a woman is like, no, dude, no. And then again, another reason why I've always said, well, if the guy won't come to you and he has his girl or his wife in front of you, the one way to get him in front of you, especially if she's initiating the contact, lay her
Yeah.
out.
Attack her. Attack her. Hmm.
Lay her out. It just it again, for the sake of the show, I understand. This is not something that should happen in real life. But this is not real life. This is the reality show WWE.
Hmm.
So there should be a little bit, just a little bit, you know. Don't be doing like Bubba Ray used to do and putting them to a table. I'm not saying that.
Right. Yeah.
Try not to make her do a flip if you clothesline her like Cowboy did did Marina.
Hmm.
Um, but do something to get her attention. That she's going down a road that just would not work out well for her. It's just something.
Well, he did
Um,
say he wouldn't put his hands on the lady.
right. Well, she's not a lady. She's the man. Uh,
Well,
You you have a pass.
well, he was being
And see, that's how
respectful
petty I am.
in that end. He was being
That's how petty.
respectful in that end.
Yeah.
But he said, I got someone who will.
And then her music hit, and everybody lost.
Light it up, light it up, light it up, light it up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
I was like,
so you were right. You got me.
yeah.
I've had my moments, but I like I said, I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit the eating some crow. AJ showed up, although I do wonder if Vince not being there helped it.
Maybe
That did kind of pop into my
that's
head.
why.
Like,
That's why CM Punk came back because Vince wasn't there. He's not there anymore.
so yeah, but as I remember, Vince wasn't the only one he had a beef with.
But
You remember the mic
well,
drop. You
yeah, he
remember the
squashed his
mic
beef
drop.
with he
Vince wasn't
squashed
the
his
only
beef.
one he had a beef with.
Yeah, he squashed his beef with Laurinaitis. He squashed his beef with um no, he didn't squash his beef with Laurinaitis, but he squashed his beef with Triple H.
Yeah. Because Laurinaitis was gone by the time
Hmm.
he came back. So yeah,
Yep. So we're gonna have a mixed tag. She's supposed to be on Raw on Monday.
yeah.
So
There was some overacting that happened when that music hit.
hmm
You know who was doing some serious overacting, right?
Seth.
No, Becky. To me, it was Becky. That whole trembling with fear
Oh, she
and
was like,
that whole
she was like,
trembling with
okay,
fear
okay,
and
stop,
looking
stop.
around.
Don't, Eliza.
She
He's like,
looked like she should look when Nia Jax is coming her way.
right.
It's like, wait, no.
Well, she crazy, you know.
We
AJ
don't
Lee is
need we don't
AJ
need
Lee is
that
the
much
crazy
fear.
girl.
Don't
Yeah.
don't look at her like you should look when Naya is coming at you.
Hmm.
That look that you had going on when her music hit and she stepped out, and that look that should be specifically reserved for Naya.
Well, she was just surprised,
Well, yeah, well, she
you
looked like
know.
she looked like she was gonna be in the next SNL "Oops, I Crap My Pants" commercial.
Yeah.
So, um, so yeah, so she comes out, and that had to be the most awkward fight
Yeah.
or attack
Yeah.
that I've ever seen.
Mhm.
Although it
But
did
she
kind
looked
of,
like she didn't. She looked like she has not missed a beat. So I know she's been training.
she definitely was back into her character.
Hmm.
Yeah, she definitely was back in character. She was leaning toward crazy. Punk better hurry up and get her out of there before she gets recruited to the Wyatt Six. Um, but yeah, and the show ended. Seth actually
Yeah.
came,
Skybox and
came out of the skybox, and he was trying to get. It was funny. He was trying to get to Becky, but Punk was right there. He's like, "Yeah, come on over. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Come and get her. You
Yeah.
come and get her, and I'm gonna get you."
Yeah. But you see how he was looking at her like, that's my girl. That's my girl.
Right. And then she did the whole thing that made every guy before we found out that she was with Punk want her. She did that little leap and leg wrap and yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That thing. And that's where everything ended for the show. So yeah, I don't mind. We both walked out of this week one up on each other. I was right
Yeah.
about Becky, you were right about AJ.
Yeah.
That's usually how it plays out with us. I'll have a theory and I'll be all about it, and you'll be like, I don't know, I don't
Mhm.
think so, and then I'll come out right and I'll go, yay, and then you'll have a theory
Yep.
or something that you heard that you believe is gonna happen. But the one reason, the biggest reason why I did believe it is because if you remember for a time there, every time something came up on the internet
Hmm.
that was supposed to be happening,
Hmm.
Vince and Triple H, well, more once Triple H took over. Triple
Yeah.
H got to the point where he made sure something happened, but it wasn't the way but it wasn't what you heard was going to happen on the internet.
Yeah.
And
Hmm. Yeah.
and that's why that whole thing with Punk talking to Rhea was a perfect setup because
Yeah.
it left open doors for other options.
Turn it down. Yeah.
So
But
Um,
yeah, because I was like, I want her to come back, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. So yeah,
yeah. So yeah, she came back. Everybody's happy.
yeah.
It's
She
gonna be
they said she's back full time.
interesting,
She can have matches with other girls.
which
So
means that she's probably gonna have some title runs.
yep. So she can have matches with Roxanne, Lyra, Rhea, Io. So
Io, Roxanne, totally down for.
yeah.
Rhea, I don't know.
I mean, they could be.
No, no, no,
Mhm.
no, no. They could definitely have the match, but I could see them dialing Rhea down a bit because Rhea
Yeah.
has this tendency to like make reality and what they're supposed to be doing kind of
Hmm.
kind of blur.
Yeah. And
And
like
for
when
her, look, again, you know how I am about sizes. That is like, okay, do I really want to see you kind of like with what happened with speaking of Rey Mysterio and the Big Show.
yeah.
He spent so much time out
Mm-hmm.
when he was having to have matches with Kane and Big Show, and because he had put on that extra weight so that he could be closer to a heavyweight. And then you're
Hmm.
putting him in there, like, sorry, unless you put some height on this dude, you just
Yeah.
putting weight on him to get him closer to the weight class is not going to benefit him any good from a what he's good at
Hmm.
standpoint or his physical body and him being able to stay healthy.
Yeah. But you know, it could happen. And
Oh yeah, 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 for sure.
When Liv get back, it can happen with her too. So
And I
who
would
knows?
look forward to that because that would be yeah, I'm down.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, yes, I am biased, and there is height and size requirement. It's it's like it's height and size requirements. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. Her versus Roxanne, I'm all in for it.
Oh my God, I would love to see that. Or
You
even
know,
her
her
versus
and Liv,
Stephanie.
I'm down. Her and EO, I'm down.
Her and her and
Uh,
Stephanie.
heck, her and Kyrie,
Yep. Yep. So,
that could
but
work.
we fantasy booking, but you know how it's gonna be. So,
Right.
like I said, she's gonna be there on Monday, and hopefully she'll be
Eventually,
able to
she's gonna have
cut
to
a
cross paths with Jade Cargill
yep,
and
cut a promo,
Tiffany
and
Stratton and dare I say they put her back in there with Nia again.
I know.
It's
And
like
then it's so funny because uh Naomi was tweeting. She was like, "You coming back, and I'm sitting on the couch." I'm like, "Girl, you having a baby?" Like,
right.
so yeah.
But yeah, that was another crazy fun week of wrestling. Uh it was definitely enjoyable. If you were
Hmm.
about the entertainment, you had your points. If you were about the wrestling, you most definitely had your got your fill of your
Hmm.
matches. As all good things go, show must come to an end.
Yes.
We will see you guys next week.
All right.
I've been busy and I've been having some issues going on, so previous episodes will need to be posted this week, and
Where
then
are you gonna post them at?
I am going to post them on YouTube for now
Okay.
until I'm able to like really because I kind of did some quote unquote internet research and the best places to
Hmm.
put it would have been I know it said YouTube, but
Hmm.
but I want to say I should post reels and stuff on
Yeah.
Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I'm starting to try to use my TikTok more and do some like reaction
I
videos.
w yeah, I want to, but I wanted to use the TikTok mostly for like music stuff.
Hmm.
But I'm afraid of the whole. I want to like get my licensing to like use music before I do
Yeah.
it, which I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to look into that and see if I can have that figured out by the end of this month, so that I could try
Hmm.
to get it next month, so that I can, because I don't want like I got like a bunch of ideas of like my music stuff in terms of music I like is like all over the place. I can definitely have a whole lot of fun and really use my imagination like
Yeah.
on TikTok. Maybe even try to have some people being some other people be involved and like help me with stuff. But I don't want to. sit up there, do all the work, and then find out, oh, we're not letting you post this. So
Right. I got you.
I definitely want to get my license first because they actually did that. Facebook did that um about a year or so ago. I went and saw Static X and Seven Dust. I did a meet
Mm.
and greet with both bands. So
Mm-hmm.
the meet and greet picture, and then various pictures from the concert for Static X. And you know how Facebook lets you use music?
Mm-hmm.
They have Static X's music on there. So I picked a song and posted it with a picture, and Facebook blocked it. And I'm like, wait a minute. You let me access the music. Why are you blocking my post?
That's crazy.
It's like I mean I could see if I did it from my computer, I could
Mm-hmm.
see that. But you specifically have a little music icon that
Yeah.
you click on it,
I
you
just
can put the
posted
artist in
something.
there.
I just posted something and I put the Glorilla song on there.
Yeah. And and um and they blocked it. And then they claimed that they unblocked it, but I've still never seen it. So I'm pretty sure they
That's
did.
crazy. Yeah.
But and that's what has me apprehensive. I'm a like I said, I'm a worst case scenario person. So
Mm-hmm.
now, oh, okay, you're gonna block it if I use somebody other than like my personal friends' music, which
Right.
even one of my personal friends,
Mhm.
you've heard their songs. Like if you watch NXT, you watch Raw, you watch SmackDown. The band Me. I don't know if you've heard the announcers say their name a couple of times.
You
Um,
probably do.
for the pay-per-views, but they're
Mm-hmm.
from Cincinnati. They play their songs like in the background of like pay-per-views and stuff. Matter of fact, they've been playing Burn a lot lately. They even warned me because I was gonna use them for like intro outro music, and they was like, "Yeah, YouTube might flag you, but yeah, you can use it."
Yeah, for copyright.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I'm hoping that once I get my license, that that'll kind of go away. But I'll have
Mm-hmm.
to see what kind of license I can get to like kind of help it go away. So,
Okay. Cool.
yeah. But yeah, that's barring I could get my schedule down and quit having stuff come up. Because I'm getting
Mm-hmm.
to the point where my schedule is kind of, I'm not out 12 hours every day. So I got that part taken care of. Now I just got
Mm-hmm.
to get it to where some other stuff like family stuff and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Plus, I need to get out and have some fun. So I need to balance that. I just went and saw, and I'm probably going to go see it again because I enjoyed it, even though somebody in the movie theater when I went Friday night did not enjoy it to the point to where they let it be known loudly.
Oh Lord.
It was like, well, yeah, it was like this dude's like, this movie's stupid. It's like, okay,
Then why are you in here?
right. It's like, and it's not like it's the first movie. It's like the fifth.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, there's no like, okay, if you've seen any of the other ones, then you being here makes no sense.
Right.
Now, if you've never seen any of them and maybe your girl drug you, okay, I
Yeah.
get I get that part. But yeah, if you've seen any of them at all, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
But anyway, thank you once again
Okay. No problem.
for being here. Definitely enjoyable, definitely having fun. For now, I'm Dante Suave, Tasha Jones, Wrestling Kingdom, episode number 5. See you next week.
All right. Bye.